about the Spider-Man movie. I had a lot of fun watching the movie, and all in all, I give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I could have gave it a 10, but yeah, no. And the reason why I won't give it a 10 is because how in the world is Jean Grey in the universe of Spider-Man while there is no X-Men at all? It doesn't make sense. And Marvel Fashion is not going to explain how she is the only mutant there. And other people may question, like, why in the world is she there? And you should ask that question because the way it went, spoilers, is her and her sister got abandoned by her mom when they found out that she got powers. That's it. That's it. So I'm just dumbfounded how they sit there and literally try to go with this. Like, any other X-Men would have been fine. And the reason why I'm saying that is because all the other X-Men, you know, like Charles Xavier, Magneto, somebody could have been great for this movie. But you choose Jean Grey. And here's why it's not good. The reason why it's not good is because in the other versions of Jean Grey, she was little when the X-Men found her. Not just the X-Men, Charles Xavier and Magneto went to her house. This isn't all the comics, by the way. There is no version of where Jean Grey had just popped up into a universe by herself with Spider-Man or anything. And I understand you're going to say, well, they didn't have the rights or whatever. I understand that completely. But they just completely botched this movie for me. Everything else was good. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, say, oh my God, don't go watch this movie. But one thing I will say is it's not a good plot. And I don't think it's going to be good for Secret Wars or anything. Like, how are you going to explain that Charles is going to find her? Oh, she's going to be by herself running around as a mutant, like Wolverine style, kind of vigilante. Like, no. Like, they could have done it a lot better, in my opinion. And if you think I'm wrong, just leave it in the comment below and we'll talk about it, because you gotta think. She was lifting cars and different objects as a little kid to, oh, I just can jump through people's minds and stuff. Yes, and at the end of the movie, another spoiler alert, she sat there and spread her mind control across, I think it was 1 kilometer. I don't know. It was a big amount of area. I would say maybe 30 football fields equivalent to. But still, we're not going to get the Jean Grey that sat there and went through all that trauma with the X-Men and her story, nothing like that. We're just going to get an older version of Jean Grey put into it. And how is that going to affect Scott? How is that going to affect Wolverine? I honestly don't know. But I would like to think that they would sit there and erase her from the universe and actually have a Jean Grey that sit there and was already in the X-Men and stuff like that, and maybe get a backstory on the X-Men, like one X-Men movie where they find all the X-Men they're looking for, and then have a, well, what can I say, have a fast forward sequence, sorry about that, where they got caught up in everything, and then the movie starts where the X-Men is now in this day and age. But to sit there and just start off with Jean Grey and you don't kill her off is going to be a very hard sell for many fans. And probably, and honestly, in all reality, Doom's, I'm not gonna say Secret Wars is gonna be a failure, but any of the other MCU X-Men projects, I think they're gonna have a hard time doing, because so many storylines generate from Jean Grey being, you know, having a storyline with Scott, growing up with Scott, then Wolverine comes, and then their romantical side. Not even the romantical side of Jean Grey, but her powers as well. How she developed her powers thanks to Charles Xavier. Now she's gonna be already knowing how her powers are and stuff when she meets the X-Men. Yeah, I don't know about that. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you.